CTV Morning Live at 6:52. We're talking about an issue that maybe you don't think about, but probably should be. Battery recycling and making sure we keep the toxins that are found in batteries out of our environment. James Ewells is with me from Raw Materials, the company, and you're the president. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
All right, so this little bad boy right here, it's a little 9-volt.
Yep.
Contains how much mercury?
Batteries contain, typically household collections of general batteries contain up to about 100 parts per million of heavy metals.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay. So, and we could be talking about 11 milligrams of mercury at any given point in a household, right?
Correct.
1 milligram, this is a stat that I think we should start with because it just shocked me.
Right.
1 milligram of mercury dropped into a 20-acre lake does what?
Right. Can contaminate the lake sufficient so that you can't eat the fish for a year.
1 milligram. So this is a serious issue, and a lot of people just take it out of the toy, take it out of anything, and toss it in the garbage.
Correct.
And that is a huge problem.
Right. Well, we've recently done a survey that shows that Canadians want to recycle and will recycle as long as it's convenient.
Right.
So we've been working with the Ontario government and the Orange Drop program to develop recycling infrastructure, make it accessible to Canadians.
So let's talk about how to recycle today.
Right.
Right now, I've got a bunch of batteries in my house, and I'm probably not going to collect a couple of batteries and go.
Right.
I'll collect have a bag aside with maybe 50 batteries after 6 months.
Sure.
What do I do with those?
Right. So there's a number of locations depending on where you live, but you can go on to the Do What You Can website through Stewardship Ontario, and I'll give you a list of collection depots by postal code.
Perfect.
But Home Depots, Staples stores, they all accept batteries, as well as the IKEA stores as well too.
So that's fairly convenient in itself. However, we noticed once we did household recycling for plastics and cardboards, that's when you start to see those numbers become significant. Is there any thinking toward that, household recycling for batteries?
Yeah, there's been studies done that show it's cost effective and successful collection rates from curbside recycling.
Okay.
So that's what we'd like to see. It'd make it convenient. You're talking about maybe a pound or two of batteries per household per year.
Yeah, exactly.
The cost to do so would be less than $2 per household. So on your property taxes, not that much.
For me, I think it would be, when you bring up property taxes, everybody's like, oh, stop at a cent, I don't want any more.
Right.
However, we're talking about maybe 2 pickups a year. Like, I'll collect my batteries for 6 months in a bin.
Sure.
And then, or a recyclable bag.
Right.
Leave them there and you come by once in November and the other time in July, and everybody's happy.
Yeah, absolutely. And we feel that given the opportunity, Canadians have shown a good proactive stance towards the environment, good recycling.
Ottawa's typically as well. Just I know a lot of people in this city are very committed to the environment as well. So because I think the people enjoy the outdoors so much and use the city in such a great way that we want to protect it. So and we have our water supply issues already. Due to sewage in the city and through the country as well. Right. One more thing off of the back of the environment would be super helpful.
Yeah, and we've worked hard to develop the best environmental technology available to recycle these batteries. So at our facility in Niagara region, we're able to recoup these metals and reuse them in products.
Like what happens when you recycle a battery?
So basically what we do is we break it down to its original components, and we recycle the zinc, the manganese, the steel, and we recover the paper and the plastic.
Wow.
Under Ontario guidelines, we're able to recycle about 86% of the battery, but nothing goes to landfill, and all the raw materials we recover are all reutilized within a 500-mile radius of our facility.
Okay.
So you're eliminating the need to remine and reuse those resources and all the greenhouse gases and emissions and things that go along with that. Plus, you're protecting your landfills, so it makes good sense.
Yeah, it sure does. It seems to make common sense as well.
Yeah,
all right, James, thank you so much. Raw Materials Company President James Ewells talking about battery recycling. Not inconvenient at this time. Hoping to make it more convenient. Head to any of those stores that you mentioned: Home Depot, Staples, and IKEA. You can just drop them off
or
there.
Hasty Markets as well. Any of the variety of Hasty Market stores take them as well.
Look up a government-run facility on Google as well. Thank you very much, James. That's very interesting information. On the way, we'll get to your top headlines, the top news stories of the day. Alleged sexual assault happening at the Ottawa Hospital. More details on that on the way.